Hey, with some more blue gleam. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Where is it? Oh, it's in a box, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Ah. Alright, so I'm just gonna drop these basic ones. Yeah, they don't me with much. Yeah, looks good. Where is it? Dome Slinger. This thing is just purely shock bolts. Like, also, because that would be interesting. Could potentially use, if we can get more elements onto this, I could potentially use it instead of the Shadow Sling. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this gun because, yeah.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
Yeah, we have a couple more options to do. We got the bunk up here for the rail part. Have the person we can talk to down here to help. Or we can go to the bandit camp. Or just do all the above. I do want us to take out the control nodes as I go. So I will put a marker. So you know what, let's do this first. Yeah. Us. Okay. I'm gonna move the desk up a little. Okay. If I do feel though that having my send desk up is actually helping, I will try and keep it up more. At the same time, I don't know how my mic's, just up. I hope it's doing. Yeah, it looks like it's doing fine. From what I can tell on the OBS side of things, like it's picking up fine. But you get a better conversation when I'm not trying to talk about the game. Just trying to talk normally if like this. Doing a better conversation. Which is strong against everything apart from ice. A little annoying, but we can make do. I hope that the other weapon we got for does more damage to it. Maybe even one that does one that will let me shoot ice bolt. And yeah, I'm using set the blast sling. Currently, I don't have a way to apply ice other than through the means of the sling. That's my only way to apply ice. I could end up using the there's a bow which has those arrows on it, but then I might as well use that instead of the what's the weapon called again? Shock Slinger. Dome Slinger.
Prepared.
It's just he counts these guys so I don't have them all trying to chase me. At least not. Okay, yeah, no, good. They'll follow me up here, but they shouldn't try and fight me. At least not right away, so it gives me a chance to run away.
Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down. And not natural either. Might not be alone down here.
There's a stalker down here.
There's one of the metal birds.
Oh, we can get more of these. Yeah, there's just blue gleam around the place. And more help.
Damaged. Guess the new guardy got to it.
There we go, and there we have like 4 health bars worth of healing. So. I see now.
Check the area with my focus, maybe. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across.
Oh, look, an animal figure. Our first collectible. I didn't realize that was there till now.
Just have to go up.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Yeah. Right, down we go.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
Mounting rail. That's what I want. Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
At the point, it's just not happy with someone. Ah, it's a Damon. Not too bad trying to make these things over, but take a hit. The main problem with using this each arrow type just effect. They kind of just knock everything off, so then I lose all the points where I can do increased damage. Like, yes, you do okay damage, but then they also knock off the parts of the armor which let me do the increased damage, the weak points, so it then lowers the damage, and I just fire arrows
So this
blindly
thing will
into it.
improve my spear, huh?
Right, before we do that, I need to head down here and pick up this campfire, so I have a partial point to get to. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to travel a decent bit to get back here. Come adopt me. Yeah, I could put enter sound a little distant. Yeah, that's partially because I am. It's better than what I had before. Which before my mic was like seeing like almost directly in front of me. Now it's not so. It's still in front of me, it's just
If
not
Ikri's not
quite
coming
as
back,
close.
She'll be back. She never falters.
but if she has, then I'm the one who can throw a spear the farthest.
And I'm the one who can climb ice the fastest.
You have passed one test.
Safe.
The next
For a
test
few
is of
minutes, anyway.
silence.
What are your hunters doing so far out here?
We are of the White Teeth, come down from the jawbone of Banur to test those who would run with us.
The test? In those hunting grounds?
No, it is an ordeal. Survive upon the glacier and the knife trail, as our ancestors did. It's been a harsh season. 2 have yet to return. We shall wait. Then we shall bless their attempt. Then we shall leave.
What does this ordeal involve?
To scale the glacier's face and endure 4 days and 4 nights, sustained only from the frozen ground of the machines. Our shaman has blessed the ordeal and permitted their harvest.
Metal to fashion weapons. The rest is forbidden.
What about the 2 who haven't returned?
It was their ordeal to face alone, their life or death. Those who return know the White Teeth run alongside them. Those who do not know the White Teeth marked their attempt.
How generous. You're from Banur. Do you know about Aratak and Araya?
Strong names indeed. They have many songs. But there is a reason they roam out here, in the cut, and not among the great Waraks. This obsession with Thundersdrum will be their undoing.
So who are the White Teeth?
Warriors. The first and the best. All young hunters hungry for the fight seek to run with us. Now the machines are angered. There is always fighting. We are well served, eh, Shaman?
Every day lightning cracks in the smoke of battle. Every night a new name to honor in song.
Aren't you even going to look for your missing hunters?
In time. As months pass, the meltwater often carries the bodies out.
Unbelievable. If there's a chance they're alive, then I'll look for them.
Even if they did still live, they will not accept your aid, Outlander. To us, survival is sacred.
Nothing else can be relied upon.
We'll see.
Dedicated. Go back to here, we'll talk to person plus intensive question.
Maria said to find her friend, the rock painter. Seems paintings mean a lot to the Banuk.
On top of all we've endured, we find ourselves beset by bandits.
Okay, I just have to go here, just actually turn into a quest. Find a quest.
Hey, Lord.
Just up here.
Got a proposition for you.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So, I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these 3?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel is not a happy story, whatever it is.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A Scorcher Claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a Snapmaw Fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Okay, never mind, that wasn't this also.
Painted cliff or no painted cliff.
Oh, they're up there.
Challenges we face remain. Remember, Bankai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Bankai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Bankai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Bankai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Bankai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great." Bankai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Bankai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Bankai did not scream, though she was in agony. Bankai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Bannakai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Bannakai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Bannakai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Bannakai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Bannakai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, who brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
That's why the well, shamans have the cables. Their skin. Interesting. Wonder why they'd do that. I don't manage to go down here.
Oh, an outlander.
When the old
Not
ones
many
were
of you in the
fresh in their
camp are not some Thor.
You've survived another day, I see.
What does the Outlander want? I'm looking for Skuli.
You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
The second I saw I went too high.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Araya said you could help me get the Werak's attention.
Araya works in strange ways, but I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
Araya said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their Werak.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration, or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
Boxes.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Okay, so I do. I should kind of go out of the way to find them. They're just gonna tell me where to find. I need to complete the quest. Well, I have to look. In which case, I need to go to this merchant.
Time to visit the
They should have maps. I think those maps were the other in the base game, so they should have had it for DLC as well.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm not going to listen to another story. 'Cause it might also be the same story again. I don't know. I'll try. Okay, maybe they. Here we are. Oh god. I need to kill badgers, goats. I was gonna say, do I have to go climb up again to go? Yeah. That guy's gonna have the map. So the blue thing merchants will have the treasure maps. I need to kill goats, badgers, and not fall off a cliff.
Is this what you...
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the Conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks, only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear.
Oh,
works for me.
Nice.
Might as well get started and prove.
We've had a couple of these. I wondered what, like, when we get the option to do this. Nice that we finally get the option. Our spear will actually do something. Because yes, the spear damage wasn't all that high. Now it's at a point where, like, yeah, we really can do something with the spear. It should do a decent amount of damage now. Unlike before.
My spear.
They put hunting points for animals on the map. I actually don't know. I don't know, so let's just do the quest anyway, because we should be able to find some stuff on the way over.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we will. But I never.
It's only got some badges I need to kill because I need food bones from each. So they are something I do need to keep an eye out for. Ignore them before because I didn't think I would need to. But I do need the nuts. just gonna kill me. Thank you very much. I want. I can get there, I'll be at us. Got some shell walkers over here.
Shooting something loaded. By that pulse from the tower.
They don't really roam very far. Oh. I could try to destroy them, but I'd rather just try and override them. Control post is done, and we will just leave the rest now. What animal figure? Nice.
A keepsake of the old ones.
I have to figure out who's going to trade for those. What's down to? Oh, there's another control post right up here.
Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters.
There's two up here. Why is there two?
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and Song's Edge called Bergren, do you?
Boys, that con artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm nobody's errand girl. Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell my broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
That's off. You got both control towers. How fight is it going to be silent automatic? If I hack this one after run onto the second one quickly, it's gonna shock everything in the area. Like that. Oh, it's recharging. Shit. It should recharge, but I can get this one hacked. There we go. Made the long term. Get a critical hit me on this guy first. Then
talk about our deal with Bergrund?
Once that's done, you three are pretty handy in a fight.
Thanks, I guess. Not that we needed your help. We are doing just fine without you.
That's not the way Bergrun tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergrun's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let Anacut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we are traveling to the Sundom.
From here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Bergrun.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrund.
Like him? Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw, and...
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergrun was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snap Maw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's gotta keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The Bloody Snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
Bloody Snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Well, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
That was free. We'll set that up because I can...
Bandits aren't subtle. Clearing them out would send a different kind of message.
Gonna cut you down proper. Wanna play? Patience.
Oh, that helmet's actually annoying.
Gonna get you.
It's like I was this seems like
Get it together, you.
let's stop crouching so
Sun's gonna. I'm done.
see at least. I'm not looking directly up into this sun. Not the moon, what time of day is it? That's a sun, it's just hard to tell. So it'd be a bit more challenging for sure in the day.
I see him! Sun's
Almost. God, just do it. Ah, 2 more. Okay. Let's do that.
Gonna tear you down.
There we go. Oh, that is not the lost person.
I need this.
There's still some more around here. It's just one person
That's
decided
an
not to
alarm.
fight.
Would make enough noise to bring in more.
So I more or less created this camp without the alarm being set off. Okay, no, there's a couple more.
This won't give me trouble anymore.
I saw like everyone went to fight except for like one person who just decided to sit back. Did I get a second angle? Yep. I couldn't even see it, but we hit. And that's all that matters. Okay, hopefully everyone lost to them.
Gonna need this.
Wait, that's not ev. Oh, it's to specifically kill the bandit leader, which is further in. Which means I guess I need to trigger first.
Smells peaceful. I hate peace. A lot of people die peacefully. Not me. I got a feeling. Search the camp. Call that a search? Glad I don't pay you large skulls a retainer.
Not sure what that was. Search is up. Fights on.
I can't stick.
Ain't afraid.
Burn. I didn't like to stick person with it because I haven't tried before.
You want some idea?
No wait, he's gonna blow up. Run away again, he's gonna blow up again. Ow. Okay, if I fling off, I can get some. How about just explosives? Why that was explosive actually? I can't.
Prop.
Wouldn't want to be you.
I stuck the piece of metal behind him. Pretty resistant. But ow. Try. There we go. Oh, we get to take his weapon. Nice. Unfortunately, I still don't think I'm going to end up using. Like, yes, these are interesting weapons, but the problem is they don't have a lot of, what's the word? Versatility, because they're only limited to one element. But it's just saying I have 3 different elements attached to it. Like, I use this because it's got a very, it's got a very high damage shot, plus the tear blast is really useful just knocking off weapons. This is just your basic bow. And it's the only thing that can is good for just like being able to do a lot of damage fast, because this thing takes forever to draw back. So it has problems.
Would come in handy.
And since you can only fit 4 weapons in equipped at a time, I'm happy with the 4 I have now. I could honestly switch out my blast sling for one of them.